Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I've said it once and I'll say it again for all the guys that are listening out there. When you're going out on a date, less effort. Less effort. When you try too hard, things get weird.
Yeah.
Sort of like the guy we're about to talk to who wants to do a second date update today. His name is Tommy, and Tommy thought of an interesting date idea to do with the girl that he wants to call today. Tommy, how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Good. Tommy actually wants to call a girl named Tawny today.
Oh, isn't that cute?
Isn't that special?
Yeah, Tommy and Tawny.
And I guess that you guys actually met at Starbucks because you thought her drink was yours or something like that?
Yeah, they called out her name, and it sounds just like mine. So, yeah, we giggled because we both grabbed the cup at the same time.
Are you serious? That sounds like a bad plot out of like a Nicholas Sparks book or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Whatever, you know.
Did you yell at her for trying to grab your coffee cup?
Well, at first I was like, hey, come on, that's my coffee. But then I realized I was the guy making the mistake here.
Yeah. So how did you ask her out then? Did you ask her out right then and there, or did you guys start joking around about your name? Or
No, she just grabbed her coffee and left, and I thought, like, heck, you only live once, and so I kind of followed her out to her car and, like, asked her out really awkwardly. You know, she was standing by her BMW. I mean, this is like a 10 sort of gal, and I don't usually get to meet girls like that.
You mean hot? You don't meet hot girls?
Meets a lot of sevens.
Yeah, I mean, she also had a lot of money.
What?
You know that she had a lot of money?
What?
Well, I mean, she's driving a BMW and had some really expensive-looking sunglasses
Yeah,
on.
but did you break down her financial portfolio right there, or are you just assuming that she had a lot of money?
I guess I am assuming she could be broker than me, but
Your date is interesting, though. What you chose to do with her really piqued my interest when I was reading your email. Can you explain to everybody what you did?
yeah. Well, usually on first dates, I like to do activities like things that aren't, you know, staring at each other and holding hands. So I thought I had to go big or go home with this gal. So I did this thing called the Bigger and Better Date. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No.
You ever heard about the guy who traded a paperclip for a car on Craigslist?
Yeah.
What?
And so, like, through a whole number of trades, you can do that. That's sort of the idea. So I thought, you know, we'd start with, like, a dollar bill and trade it together and, you know, see what we can get at the end of the date.
You're talking about trading things online? So you sat there and...
No, like, going out, usually I'll, like, hit up, like, a flea market or, you know, somewhere where, like, a street fair is going on where there's a lot of people or an event. And
Okay. So you're like, let's run around the city and try to, like, see what we can get starting with this $1 bill.
Exactly.
That's
Okay.
kind of cool. I like that.
How did you propose this to her?
So we met up at the same Starbucks, and in the parking lot, I just told her, I said, this is the idea. We start with $1, we trade up, and I don't know, she wasn't into it at first. Like, the whole time I was, like, leading the charge. I was, like, trading up, and, like, you know, I traded the $1 for a cookie, and then a cookie turned into, you know, like, grocery bags, and I kept going, and so... I don't know. It kind of got lame for a while.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like it.
You got stuck
Did
on
she
that
seem-
reusable bag.
Did she seem like she was having fun at all?
I kind of was forcing it a little. So at one point, we got the CD, and so I told her, you know, it was her turn because I had been doing all the work. And so I kind of, like, not pushy, but, like, I said, why don't you try it, see if you like it. And she traded the CD successfully for I know this is going to sound lame, but commemorative plate. You know what I'm saying? Like what you put on your grandma's wall, you know?
Yeah. Sounds awesome.
This is still really strange. I don't...
And was she really excited about the plate that she got?
I mean, she was excited that she successfully had done it.
Tommy, at any point, did you just want to go, you know what? This whole bigger and better date idea, not really working out like I had planned.
I think I know why she's not calling me.
Shall we just go to dinner?
Well, I don't know. I guess I just didn't want her to know that I felt defeated. So I kind of wanted it to be like, hey, look, isn't this fun?
So you just kept going with all of it.
Right. I mean, after we had gotten the plate, she said she had to go meet her sister.
Uh-huh.
So we said goodbye, And before we parted, I was like, can we hang out sometime soon? And she said, sure.
You get a hug, or I'm assuming with that date you probably didn't get a kiss, but who knows?
I mean, yeah, well, I got a hug because, come on, but no kiss or anything. But it is a first date, so you never know how these things go.
Yeah, you never know. So how many times have you tried to get a hold of her since?
I don't want to overdo it. I've texted her 3 times.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard anything back.
So, Tommy, looking back on this first date, what would you, you wouldn't have done this again, right?
Well, I would. When you're meeting strangers, and dating is such a silly, stupid thing anyway, like, why not go out and have a fun time and be totally outgoing?
Listen, I'm all for creative dates. Like, I've spent a date drawing portraits of my husband on a date once. Like, those are great ideas, but I just feel like, doesn't she feel like she's just begging at that point? Like, you're just going around begging?
Hold on, Brooke, you're on a date, but you are drawing pictures of your husband?
Yeah, that one's silly.
Yeah, just sounds creepy.
It's not creepy. You each get 10 minutes to draw each other. You sit with a pad of paper at a bar. Just try it sometime.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be a little worse than mine.
And the bigger and better date guy is judging your date. All right, man. Here's what we're gonna play. We're gonna play a song. Come back, call her, and get your second date update. Okay?
All right.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Tommy is on the phone with us. He wants us to call a girl named Tawny today. They went on a bigger and better date. If you don't know what that is, Tommy basically started off with a dollar bill, took her around town for like 2 hours, seeing what they could trade things for. Like, they'd go into business and be like, hey, I got this dollar bill. What can I trade you for that's bigger and better? And then they would just do that. And he's not sure if the date really worked very well because the girl did seem kind of awkward at the end of it. We know that Brooke has been pretty critical of the bigger and better date. I'm curious to see what Lydia thinks, though. Lydia, would you want to do this date?
I think it's creative. He put thought into it, which we always complain that guys don't put enough thought into things.
It's true.
I think just maybe she got too into it. She traded up for a bigger and better guy.
You think that's what could have happened, Tommy?
Maybe.
Oh, God, I hope not.
All right, Tommy, we're about to get Tawny on the phone and see if it was your bigger and better date that turned her off or if there's another reason that she's not calling you back.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see what she has to say because I've never, ever dated a girl like this. So I thought it was awesome. I just want to know what she thought.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll dial her phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone. Here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Tawny, please?
this is she.
Hey, Tawny, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show.
Oh, okay. I don't think I know.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you. I host a radio show on Moving 92.5. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually emailed us about you. His name is Tommy. And he said that he recently met you at Starbucks, and you guys went out on a date. And he went a little out of the box and did something that he calls a bigger and better date.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Well, Tommy wanted me to call you today because he wanted to see if he screwed up on that date or if there was a reason that you're not calling him back, because I know that he's tried to text you a few times and he's gotten no response.
Okay, he wants to know why I'm not texting him back.
Yep. So he asked us if we could get you on the phone.
He emailed you about this.
Yes. So what'd you think of the bigger and better date idea that he did?
It was certainly different than what I'm used to.
Did you enjoy it?
No.
I don't blame you.
That was a nice little pause there before. Okay, so is that why you're not calling him back then?
It was really weird and just, like I said, not what I'm used to. He's not like the guys I'm used to.
I mean, but is that necessarily a bad thing? It's good to expand your horizons, try different things.
Well, that's what I thought.
How is he not what you're used to? What are you used to?
Honestly, I'm used to being taken out on, like, a very classy date with really classy guys. I mean, my last boyfriend owned a gym, so I'm used to a guy that takes me places and treats me well. And this just, we were like homeless people for the day. Right?
Do you mean like you date dudes with money is what you're saying?
I mean, at least guys that take me out on real dates. This didn't even feel like a date. It was just, we were like hobos running around like begging for money.
Oh, Tony.
I think I'd feel that way too. And I'm not like super
Really?
into money. Yeah. What was the worst part of it?
I said to him, like, I made it clear that I don't really do this. And he made me do it at one point for this plate with pandas on it.
Yeah, he told us about that. He said he was actually very impressed that you were able to get that plate.
Big score.
Yeah. I don't want to hurt him, It's just being honest. That's how I feel. And I just feel like I deserve better.
Hey, Tony, wouldn't you like to talk to Tommy and just tell him that date was kind of weird and he shouldn't do that again? Maybe some like constructive criticism?
No, I mean, like, I think he should get the picture by me not responding.
Okay, well, he isn't getting that picture.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you that he's on the phone and been listening. So you've already kind of told him.
You're on the phone?
Yeah.
Look, I feel like you didn't really try on the date. It's like you didn't really like try. So like, how can you tell if it was really? How can you tell if it was really fun if you didn't really actually give it your all? I kind of felt like I was like pulling you up the whole time. I think we could have had a fun time and actually had like gotten to know each other better and had a fun date. Like, not every date has to be this classy, romantic, roses at the table and wine and fancy fiddle players. Like, I think it would be fun to like just go be vagabonds for a day.
I mean, that's fine that you think that, but I don't. I'm sorry. To be honest, dating me is a privilege, and I deserve to be treated on a date a lot better than I was.
Dating you is a privilege? I'm a fun, cool, creative guy who actually likes to do things with people in the city. I don't do just cookie-cutter dates with roses, man. Dating me is a privilege.
If that's your idea of a date, that's fine, but it's not mine.
I'm sorry that I'm not like your ex-boyfriend Jim owning beefcake, no-brain, muscle-face rich people. I'm sorry I'm not just like your father and made of money, I'm a real person, and...
Excuse me, real people beg for money on a first date?
It's not begging for money. You keep saying that. It's trading for things and asking for things.
Well, you can
It's a
call it
bigger and
whatever
better
you want
thing.
to call
It's
it.
an adventure.
I
If you're not into an adventure, then I'm not into you.
Tommy.
Well, then that brings me to my next question. I was going to ask Tawny if she would like a second date with Tommy. I will pay for it. Tawny, will you go out with Tommy again, even though he just said he didn't want to see you?
Honestly, I think he needs to date somebody more his class, his league. It's just not me.
Tony.
Well, come on.
There you go,
That's
Tommy.
rude.
Hey, it's time to play in your own league, all right? Stay in your class, buddy.
All right, I'll stay in my own class because we have more fun and we do more fun things instead of, read Southern Living magazines and try to figure out what rich life is about.
I don't know how you're offended, Tommy. In the very beginning of this, you said you were attracted to her because you thought she was a rich girl.
He said that?
Well, you shouldn't be offended either because it sounds like you're attracted to rich guys.
Yeah, but at least I'm upfront about it.
He said that he thought that you were out of his league because you're hot, and he said that he thought you might have a lot of money.
Well, I guess I am.
All right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Ruby is on the phone today for a first date follow-up, and she's getting ghosted by a dude named Jordan. So in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Ruby, how long has it been since you heard from Jordan?
Hi, it's been 9 days.
Okay.
Oh, okay. How many times have you tried to reach out to him?
So I did a double text and I sent one Instagram reel.
Okay.
Yeah, that last text was 2 days ago, so.
You didn't make the reel.
No, I just sent like a Top Gun, reel, like a jet reel. So I said still feeling the need for speed, so.
Whoa. Yeah. Well, I'm sure that's an inside joke somewhere,
I have questions.
Why don't you tell us about your date, Ruby?
Yeah, It was an incredible day. We went to an aviation museum.
Wow.
And big Top Gun fan. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was my idea. And he even did that quote. He said, like, I feel the need for speed in front of me with the jet. And it felt perfect. Yeah.
It's like the fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like kind of my dream day, honestly. Like, we grabbed burgers after 2, and then we talked about our childhoods for like 2 hours maybe. And he told me about how he built model planes with his grandpa. I guess I'm confused why, like, I don't know why he's not talking, like texting me, but we also kissed in the parking lot, and he really kissed me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a good kiss, but you don't know why he's ghosting you.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Like, why would you kiss me and start to ghost me? It doesn't make sense to me.
Is there anything you can think of that would be something that happened on the date that was awkward?
I don't know. Maybe I like talked about like my hedgehog that passed away during COVID.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I showed him a picture, right? It's the urn of my hedgehog. She's a little tiny pig, like a tiny and pink. Or maybe I asked too many questions about his grandpa. I don't know. I was just curious. Like, I didn't mean to make it therapy or anything.
Why do you think the hedgehog would be a reason he wouldn't call you back?
I just felt pretty emotional when I showed it to him. Like, I started to cry because it really was she was really a good emotional support for me, like, system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe this was a him thing. You know how some people get really overwhelmed by other people's emotions? And if you're somebody that can't really, like, carry your emotions, like, well, or it's too much, I don't know. Like, maybe he really liked you, but then was like, I don't know how to express myself.
I hope he's, like, in like, he got into an accident. He's in the hospital, you know, like.
Like, he's doing okay. He just had a really good reason. I get where you're going with that.
I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. Oh, man.
All right. And if you're just joining us, Ruby is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by Jordan. So we're about to call Jordan and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her a second date. But before we do that, Ruby, why don't you break down your situation again for us real quick?
Hi, yeah. So I went on an amazing day, and it's been 9 days since he hasn't texted me back. And we went to an aviation museum. We had a great time. He kissed me, like, really hard. Mm-hmm. And, oh, yeah, I think, like, I overshared about Bubbles, my hedgehog, who passed away. And, yeah, maybe I scared him by having, like, big emotions. I'm not sure. I think he, like, might be in the hospital or an accident because, like, honestly, he really led me on.
Okay, well,
I hope not.
Are you ready for us to call him?
No, but I guess we have to do it.
All right, Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Jordan, please?
Speaking. Who's this?
Hey, Jordan, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Jordan. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name's Jubal.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait, what is? How many people? What is this?
It's a party,
Yeah,
man.
there's 3 people on the phone. It's a radio show called The Jubal Show. Have you ever listened to us?
I think I have, actually. I just don't know why you're calling me now.
Well, we're calling you because we do a segment on the show called the First Date Follow-Up. And what that is if you go on a date with somebody and then end up ghosting them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. So we got an email about you.
Oh, no. Okay. It's Ruby, isn't it?
Yes, it is Ruby. Congratulations. Do you mind telling us why you're ghosting her?
I don't know. We had one nice date, but it got a little weird.
What happened?
The date was awesome, actually, but Ruby's awesome. She's smart, funny, definitely interesting. But then she told me about her dead hedgehog within 20 minutes of meeting me and cried, like real tears.
Right. Yeah, we talked to her about your date. She did tell us that part. She thought that might be one of the reasons.
We found that kind of hard to believe because it just feels a little bit, harsh.
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't want it to be a big thing, but she kind of made it a big thing. Like, I mean, she really cried.
Did you comfort her?
I mean, I tried, but it was just a little overwhelming for me. So we finished out the date, and that just seemed like enough for me. It just sign that might not be the best to come.
The hedgehog thing, that's it?
Yeah, well, you know what? It's not even just that. She also at one point showed me this little picture on her keychain of an urn for the hedgehog. It was really a lot with the hedgehog.
Okay, so there's a lot of hedgehog.
Memorial for hedgehog. It was a lot of hedgehog. A lot of tears and a lot of hedgehog.
All right, well, thank you for telling us why you're ghosting her. Now, Jordan, I'll let you know that Ruby is on the phone and wants to talk to you.
Yeah. Hi, Jordan. It's Ruby. How are you doing?
Hey, Ruby.
You've been ghosting me, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, you've been listening in, so I guess you just heard that.
Wow. You are a jerk, and you're ghosting me because of Bubbles. You seem to run away from commitment or any issues that require depth. It seems, yeah, it's like you never had a pet, or you've never felt deep emotion for something, for anybody.
Okay, I mean, hold on. This is a lot. This is what I mean. This is a lot. This was the first day, and it's not even because of Bubbles. It's because you told me about Bubbles being dead within 20 minutes of meeting me, and then you cried about it for another 20 minutes, and it was like you wanted me to cry too. It's just, I mean, come on. It's a lot on date one.
So, okay, I'm so sorry for having a heart. I guess we should have talked about something more superficial like crypto or sports injuries, I guess. I really thought you were someone else, but it seems like you're showing me that you really are just shallow.
I mean, you kind of should be a little lighter on the first meet.
I mean, we're dating. The point of dating is what? Marriage, right? So we're supposed to dive in pretty deep.
Not in 20 minutes of meeting someone. And then that makes me think, well, how much deeper is it going to go if she's crying about a hedgehog this soon?
You're counting the time when you meet someone on a date? There's a timer, 20 minutes, that's when she cried. Oh, yeah, by the way, why did you kiss me after? Why did you leave me on like that, huh?
I mean, I guess I just kind of felt bad. You've been mourning this hedgehog for years, and I just felt bad.
My God. You are my first kiss.
Whoa, ever?
Yeah, that was my first kiss, Jordan. Oh. I can't believe you ruined my dream of my first kiss that was supposed to be with my soulmate or something, but you did it because of my pet that died.
I didn't know that. I mean, I would have guessed the first kiss would have been a hedgehog, honestly.
Oh.
I just can't believe you did that.
Oh, it's okay. It's all, we all go through things. It gets better. You'll be fine. I didn't know it was your first kiss, and I am sorry I ruined that moment for you.
You just don't ever do that to a girl again.
But Ruby, think about it like this. How many people actually end up with the person that they kiss for the first time? Their very first kiss? Who's with that person?
I just wanted mine to be special. I've been waiting for years for this moment, I'm 23.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. I thought that you've had boyfriends before.
Yeah, well, I may have cuddled with them, but I've never kissed them.
Well, we talked a little about this. I thought it was more than just cuddling.
I slept with 6 people, but I've never kissed them.
Whoa.
Oh.
Why not?
Because I was trying to save it for my soulmate. And Jordan kissed me, so now I really have to rethink my life, honestly.
Yeah, so, I mean, maybe you should have started with the kiss and then saved the other stuff for the soulmate.
That's one way to do it. Yeah.
Well, that's your opinion, but you really ruined my kiss. So, off, Jordan.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know.
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes. Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Every family has its secrets. But what happens when you discover that your dad has been living a double life?
That is not the look of an innocent man. Is everyone lying to me about who they are?
I felt such desperation. I felt it was what I had to do.
Listen to Deep Cover The Family Man on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
June is Black Music Month, and on the Drink Champs podcast, we're speaking with the hottest names in the culture, like Sway Lee.
Do you realize how legendary you are?
I appreciate that. I be seeing it, but I'm like, man, I still got like so much more to do. Like Prince, he dropped like 30 albums. We dropped like 5 right now. Like, that's the rate we gotta be going.
Yeah, that's a good attitude.
No matter the era, Drink Champs brings you the biggest names and the most unfiltered conversations. Listen to Drink Champs from the Black Effect Podcast Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time, and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Ryan is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Morgan. So in a few minutes, we'll call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date. But first, Ryan, how long has it been since you heard from Morgan?
Not long, about 6 days, but definitely like long enough to answer a text that just says like, hey, I had fun with you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you try to reach out to her a couple times, or was that the only one? You left it there?
No, I just said like, hey, I had a really good time, and, you know, let's get together next week. We had talked at the end of, you know, after dinner, last week. So I don't know, just kind of weird. That's all.
Okay. Tell us about the date.
Well, it was nice. It was really nice. It was actually like, we kind of skipped over any kind of like an awkward phase. We just sort of clicked. We went to this little Italian restaurant, very, very classic, you know, hole in the wall, got the exposed brick, just a really nice little spot. It was cool. It was chill.
I love those places.
Yeah, it was kind of sleepy, and split a bottle of red, ordered too much pasta, and it was nice, you know. At the end, we kissed, and it was like real. It was like a real kiss. It wasn't like, you know, see you later. It was like there's something here. At least I thought there was.
Okay, walk us through how that happened. Did you lean in and grab her cheek? Did she lean in and you just turned your head? Like, how did it go down?
I walked her back to her car, and you know, we locked eyes, and it just felt natural.
Okay.
Well, why do you think you're getting ghosted then?
I'm not sure. I mean, like I said, things seemed cool. I mean, the only thing I could think is this place, the Italian place, they're like known for their bread, and apparently she had been there before and was obsessed with the bread. They bring it like hot and fresh right out of the oven.
Ooh.
And so she was telling me a story, and it was kind of funny, and I was taking a sip of my water, and I like laughed, and I I hit the bread, but it was like, it was whatever. It was only a few drops, or, it seemed like she had looked past it, but maybe it's the bread. I don't know.
And you didn't get her new bread? Maybe that's why.
There was more bread, obviously, but yeah, I'm just trying to think about anything that could have gone wrong or anything that would have been weird or off or anything like that.
Yeah. Spitting on bread you're excited to eat is kind of like, oops.
Okay. And that's the only thing you can think of?
Yeah.
Did she say she wanted to see you again?
Yeah. Like I said, there was a vibe. It was cool. Like I said, at the end there was a real kiss. Like, I had to lean against the parking meter afterward just to.
Was it bad? I know that
what do you mean?
I don't know. That it was nice. I'm just wondering, if there was some kind of moment. Did your teeth touch? Are you a little slobbery?
No, nothing crazy like that. No.
Ryan is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Morgan. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him a second date if he still wants one. But before we do that, Ryan, why don't you break down your situation for us real quick?
I went out with this girl, Morgan, and took her to dinner. We had a really good time. I accidentally spit on her bread. I hope that has nothing to do with this. And I don't know, we got along really, really well, and I walked her back to her car, and we kissed, and then nothing. Crickets, just...
Okay.
Bread is not a euphemism. He legit spit on her bread.
No, I was going to say that line.
It wasn't code for anything. All right, Ryan, are you ready for us to call her?
Man.
Yeah. Let's get her on the line. I'm curious. I want to see what's going on.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Morgan, please?
This is she.
Hey, Morgan, how are you? This is a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Morgan. I'm Nina.
Hi, I'm Victoria.
And my name is Jubal. How are you?
Well, hi. There's a lot of you.
Yeah. Have you ever listened to the show before?
I feel like I shouldn't say no. But I'm not really, sorry.
Be honest.
All right. Well,
I listen to a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
We have one of those too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. We'll check it out sometime.
Yeah.
But we're calling you today because we actually got an email about you.
Okay.
So we do a segment on the show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. That's where if you go out on a date with someone and then you ghost them, that person can email us to get you on the phone and ask why you're ghosting them. Is there anybody that you're ghosting that you think would email us?
I think so. I mean, I'm shocked that it would be so important that they would call into a radio station, but I can think of a couple.
That's flattering, Morgan.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm talking about Ryan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind telling us why you're ghosting Ryan?
Yeah. Sure. Why not? Okay. So Ryan and I went on a date. It was good. It was a good date. We had a great time, and I decided I didn't want to see him again, and I don't feel bad about it. So that's I can tell you why if you want.
Yeah, that's what we want to know.
Okay, got it.
Thank
Sorry,
you.
So I got home. I looked in the mirror, and I realized I had a huge piece of lettuce in my teeth, like fully in the front of my teeth, and he said nothing, and that's a deal breaker for me.
Okay, so why is that a deal breaker? I mean, I can see how it's kind of embarrassing and it's not awesome to see when you get home from a date, but why is that something that you're just calling it good on?
I don't know. Can you imagine, we're talking for hours, we're flirting, I'm smiling at him, I'm telling him stories, we're gazing into each other's eyes across a candlelit table, and the whole time I have lettuce in my teeth, and he didn't tell me. Like to me, that's just not the kind of person I hang out with. I want to hang out with someone who's going to tell me I have lettuce in my teeth.
What if he didn't see it?
Then he's blind. That's not possible. And if he really, really didn't, then he's not observant, and I still don't want to be with someone like that. But I find it really hard to believe he didn't see it.
I know it sounds silly, but I get you, girl. I get like that in the studio sometimes when I notice I have food in my teeth and Jubal and Victoria didn't tell me.
Hey, man, we didn't see it, though.
There's a lot of times I don't see it.
Okay, so maybe we really didn't see it.
People don't say it to be nice.
Hold on.
Hey, Morgan, that's Ryan. He's actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you, by the way.
Hey, I'm sorry. This is about lettuce in your teeth?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, but hold on. You're telling me your life story.
I want to be really clear. It's not a random slip up. That's a violation of my trust. It indicates who you are as a person.
Okay, but you're like bearing your soul to me. I'm supposed to stop you and be like, hey, your mouth looks like a compost bin?
Oh, gosh.
Yes, because one, if you're not grossed out by that problem, and two, yes, you're supposed to have someone's back so they don't make a fool of themselves. What else would you not tell me?
I barely noticed,
nice?
Okay?
I go, what else are you keeping from me? I don't want to move forward with
this is like some sort of a test or something?
Yeah, kind of.
No.
Yeah.
Hold on. Are you saying you knew you had food in your teeth and you're waiting for me to say something?
Yeah, it's a perfect test. The real ones will say something. They care enough to say something. They're not trying to be nice. I don't want someone to be nice to me. I want someone to be real with me.
You put the food in your teeth on purpose?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is...
You know what's fine.
That took a turn.
I don't care.
That is, first of all, that is so manipulative. I don't really even know what to say. That's...
You know what?
You have issues.
Perfect. Look, let me just remind you, we're talking about this on the radio show, so I feel like my assessment of you was correct. I cannot believe this is happening. Second of all, I do this on every date, and it hasn't failed me. You know what? I put a little bit of, like, a little bit of something, deliberately leave it there. If they call it out, they pass. And if you let me walk around looking like I have a
hey,
salad,
Morgan, your teeth look like a salad bar, we'd be going out?
Yeah, I feel like we'd be planning weekend getaways. It was a great day.
Wow. I think you really seriously need therapy and a toothpick.
I feel like it's a reflection of your character, so you can say that I'm insane, but knowing that you left me like that for hours, it feels like the whole thing was fake, and it's very embarrassing for me.
Cool. Well, next time I'll carry dental floss and one of those little bibs they give you when you're getting your teeth cleaned. This is great.
No, there's not going to be a next time because you didn't. It's not about carrying dental floss. It's about being honest to my face.
Are you sure, Morgan? Do you want another date with Ryan? We'll pay for it.
No, no.
Honestly, I think I'm good because you're telling me you're running psychological experiments on the men you go to dinner with. I'm good. This is. But thanks. I'm glad we got to the bottom of this.
It's a new kind of test.
The thing is, I would never do that to you. I would have your back. So you can see it as a manipulation, but it's sort of like it's a rite of passage. It tells me what I need to know. I'm not a manipulative person in general. So you can tell yourself whatever you want. You're fake. You're fake with me.
All right. Well,
good luck, guys.
Sorry, Ryan and Morgan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
#1 hits, millions of records sold, awards, sold-out tours. You think the Jonas Brothers are satisfied? Nope. It's podcast time.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Hey Jonas is available now, and their first guest is a big one, Paul Rudd.
You know, Steve Carell is a great singer.
Can he tell you not to audition for The Office or something?
I told him.
Whoa.
We were filming Anchorman. Clearly, I was the idiot. Thank God he didn't listen to me, right?
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I am the Therapy Gecko. I am an unlicensed lizard therapist who takes phone calls from real anonymous humans about their problems, such as this.
Sometimes I'll have my girlfriend pre-chew spicy food and kind of baby bird it into my mouth. Is that weird?
This week on Therapy Gecko, we're hearing all real, authentic human stories about anything from relationships to family drama to serendipitous encounters with unexpected people and things. If real people pique your interest, this is the podcast for you. Listen to Therapy Gecko on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Michelle McPhee, and I've been unraveling the strangest criminal alliance I've ever reported on. A Mormon polygamist and an Armenian businessman.
Multi-million-dollar house, Ferraris and Lamborghinis, private jets, $1 billion fraud.
But how long can this alliance last?
Tell me what you know. Is somebody coming after me?
Listen to Kingdom of Fraud on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes. Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Today's second date update is one of those days where you get an email in and it's so interesting that you just want to find out what happened. We got an email into the show from a dude named Michael, and all it says is that he met a girl at the gym and tried to think of an interesting way to introduce himself, and it almost ended up in the hospital.
Whoa.
So I want to know what happened. What's up, Michael? How are you?
Good. How you doing? I think you succeeded in the interesting category because everybody wants to know. Okay. Should I just tell you?
Maybe tell us about the girl a little bit. What's her name?
Her name is Brittany, and yeah, I met her at the gym. And had you seen her a couple times, or was this the first time running into her at the gym? No, I've seen her for a while, and she's like incredibly beautiful. And I mean, I listen to you guys' show a lot, and I know a lot of people are, say that they're, dating this beautiful girl and that, but I think that this girl is probably like next level, like beyond anything. Are you trying to brag right now, or are you just excited? I'm not trying to brag since she's not calling me back, obviously. Okay. Good point.
All right, so had you tried to talk to her before the incident that almost put you in the hospital?
No, I hadn't. The thing is, like, I've seen a lot of guys try to talk to her, like walk up, try to whatever, and she's not rude, but just like gets rid of them, is always just like keeps herself to herself. Oh my God, you have been stalking this girl at the gym. I don't know if it's stalking. She's hard not to notice, and anyway, but that's what I've seen. So I didn't want to be one of those guys. I didn't want to be just the next in line to strike out. So I was like just trying to think of something I could do to ideally make her laugh, which seems like the best way to get a girl interested, Absolutely.
Yeah.
You're right on with that.
So what'd you do? You fart on the treadmill next to her?
No, what I did was she was on the treadmill, and while she was working out, I jumped on the treadmill and started running behind her. To her treadmill? Yeah, and I was like, oh, sorry, didn't see you there. Maybe you can go a little faster.
That's great.
That's not funny. That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Come on, loosen up.
I'd be like, whoa, dude, this treadmill's not big enough for you to be right behind me.
Yeah, and I would have to think scary for her as well. Like, what the hell is this weirdo doing?
That's funny.
I thought it was really funny, but her first reaction was definitely a little scared. Yeah.
And
I kind of like flipped around and turned backwards. So I'm like, got my back to her running, and, I was just being funny. I thought, it was going to be cool, but our feet got tangled. Oh, no. And we both like went flying and totally bit it.
Dude.
Oh, my gosh. It
man.
sounds so painful.
What a fail.
And you were able to still somehow score a date with her after this?
Yeah.
Well, that's the crazy part. So, I mean, she was super pissed, and I had to, like, talk to the gym supervisor. I got a warning, and, I mean, it was, like, pretty disastrous. But when I went outside, like, 15 minutes later, she was standing there, and she was kind of like, she was upset. She thought she was like, I could have gotten hurt. And she was right, and I was like, I'm sorry about the way I did it, but I did it because I think you're really pretty, and I didn't know how else to talk to you.
Aww.
And, yeah.
That's kind of sweet. Then.
Well, it obviously got her too.
Yeah.
I can't believe she fell for it, but okay.
I don't know if she fell for it. Maybe I got the A for effort. I don't know. But I basically was like, let me buy you a drink. Let's go like, hang out for a minute. And she agreed. So we ended up going to the bar down the street, and it was really nice. But after like 30 minutes, she looked at her phone and was like, I really got to go. And she left, and that was it. And now I'm like, she won't text me back. She's ghosting me. And I don't know what to do.
No idea why.
I really don't. I mean, like, I would have understood, before she didn't want to talk to me, but we kind of like had a moment. We went out and it was like going somewhere. And that's why I'm so baffled. I really don't know what happened.
Yeah, she still went out with you after maybe risking a concussion or a broken bone or something. And then all of a sudden on your date, she just ghosts. That's weird.
So wait, you haven't seen her at the gym either?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen her there. It's been a week, and she's not been there like the times that I've been there.
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, she definitely has switched up her gym schedule because she doesn't want to see you.
Yeah.
What'd you do, man?
Well, I mean, the fact that I almost killed her might be it. But,
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
Yeah, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just joining us for today's second date update, this dude named Michael is on the phone, and he wants to call Brittany. And he almost killed Brittany at the gym, and now he's wondering why he's not getting a call back. It's not quite that serious, but he did see Brittany at the gym for a long time, a girl that he wanted to talk to. And finally, one day he got up the nerve and thought he'd be funny. So he jumped on the treadmill at the same time as her to try to be creative. Ended up falling off and everything, but did go out on a date. And then shortly into that date, she just ended it and took off like half an hour in. And he hasn't heard from her since.
See, I feel like, Michael, you were expecting too much. I think this was actually a pity date by Brittany.
What?
I mean, granted, you're the one that injured her. But it's a weird thing that women do when we're like, oh, but he feels bad, so I feel bad for him, and I don't want him to feel bad.
Well, I don't think it was a total pity date. I mean, I have something to offer, I think. But at this point, I'm just like trying to figure out why she's ghosting me. It just doesn't make any sense to me, to go out with me and then just like bail like that.
All right, well, I'll dial her phone number right now, get her on the phone and see if we can find out what happened. Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Brittany, please?
Yeah, this is she.
Hey, Brittany, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Brittany.
You ever heard of it before?
Ever heard of what before?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm not sure.
All right. It sounds like you just woke up. Are you tired?
Yes.
Well, good morning,
Well, I'm sorry about that. Well,
sleepyhead.
so we're calling you because we actually got an email from one of our listeners who asked us to call you.
Okay.
You want to know who?
Still not registering, is it?
She's not awake.
Well, no, I'm intrigued.
Okay. His name is Michael.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right. And you met Michael at the gym recently.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you went out with Michael on a date after and left pretty quick into it, and you haven't contacted him since.
That is correct.
Okay, cool. Well, Michael emailed us because he wants to know what went wrong.
Oh, well, I mean, it was just like, I wasn't really sure how I felt, I just couldn't really deal with it. First dates are weird, so.
Did you? This was my theory, okay? My theory is that you went out with him as a pity date because he told us about the whole treadmill fiasco where he injured both you and him.
Initially, it kind of was. I'm like, oh, my God, such a weird guy. I'll just go out with him and get him off my back. But I don't know. I'm not really sure how I feel about him. And I felt really awkward. I had to leave.
During the drinks that you guys were having, you felt awkward?
Yeah, I'm still like kind of going through like a breakup, if you will, sort of. I'm kind of sensitive, so it was going really well, and I'm just so surprised that I liked him, and I don't know if I'm ready to, move forward with a guy that I might like, and I don't know. I'm just sort of a mess right now emotionally.
Oh my God, that's
that
really
sucks.
sweet.
But you could tell that you liked him that much just from that experience?
Yeah, we had a lot in common, and we started finishing each other's sentences, and yeah, I was taken aback at how attracted to him I became throughout just that half hour, and the feelings were kind of overwhelming that I had to excuse myself.
Wait, how long have you? Are you single right now, or are you still in a relationship?
No, I am single, but I had a fiance, and it was very messy, and it's only been about 5-6 months or so, and I promised myself that I wouldn't date anyone for at least a year.
Yeah.
To really get over this guy, to be fully open and available for a new relationship, and it wouldn't be fair to Michael, to be in to date someone when I'm like this. So
But you could still do stuff with him.
Jubal!
I mean, what's a good way to get over a breakup?
Well, that's the thing. I felt like this could be a really special guy in my life, and I'm really not ready for that. So I really need a year to heal and be available, and it's only been about 6 months or so. So
okay, so you just want us to tell him. You just want us to tell him that he's got to wait 6 months if he wants another date.
Kind of, probably.
I feel like that is so emotionally responsible of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you really are aware of where you're at in the healing process, and this guy is obviously not just a rebound guy.
Correct. And, I don't know if he feels that way about me or anything, and I'm just whoa, this is happening way too fast, and so, I don't know, it's a little embarrassing, but...
Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, I was saying we could tell him that, and I think you could probably just do it yourself, though, because he's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
You're not serious, are you?
I am 100% serious. Michael?
Brittany, how you doing? Sorry about that.
Awkward laugh.
That's not fair. I didn't know you were on the line.
I mean, I'm just blown away right now. I really just thought that you didn't want to see me again. I can't believe.
I'm really sorry. I didn't really know how to process everything that was going on. And, obviously now you know everything I've been going through. So it's just, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she wants to see you again just in 6 months.
I mean, I hear what you're saying, and that makes sense. But at the same time, it's I'd really like to see you again. And if you had a good time and feel that same way about me, it's kind of crazy not to at least hang out,
Yeah, I just I don't think it would be fair to you either, because I'm not completely 100% there yet. I'd still be thinking about my ex, and not I don't want to bring any crap from that relationship into this. So it's just I'm trying to be responsible and careful with my emotions. And
for sure, I hear what you're saying. That's really good that you're processing that. At the same time, though, it's so rare that you meet somebody. I mean, I really feel you're the most beautiful girl I've ever met. And, after talking to you, and your heart is even more beautiful on the inside. I mean, I just.
Oh, you're so sweet. That was the best compliment ever.
I'm tearing up over here.
Oh.
No, that's really beautiful, and I appreciate that, and I would love to say yes. I don't think it's a good idea right now, and like you said, it's not every day you meet someone so special. So I'll still if we're still there for each other in 5-6 months or whatever, cool.
Brittany, look, you've heard everybody swooning about how hearts and love and all that stuff are beautiful.
God, you're romantic.
If it is in fact that beautiful, don't you think you should just go for it?
I see your point. It's just I think that'll be too messy. I need more time to heal and be confident and figure out who I am as a person. And
yeah, that's
I was
good.
in this relationship for a long time.
Right.
One last question, and I've heard what you said. You said you're not interested until you feel like you've healed enough. But would you like to go out with Michael on a second date? We'll pay for it.
Brittany, before you answer, I know you've said no to me and them asking a whole bunch, but just please think about it. I mean, I just want to say that if we had that much of a connection after 30 minutes of hanging out, it just seems crazy to me to risk throwing that away. like, why don't you take a couple weeks and heal, and then maybe we can, like, get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to him, Brittany. I mean, there's no such thing as good timing. These things always happen when you least want them to.
No, I hear you guys, and I appreciate it. It just, I promised myself a year. I think that's a good timeline to feel better. And so I just have to, regretfully decline.
Brittany, I think you're making a big mistake because, as somebody who's gone through a lot of breakups and always promised myself at the end of those that I would wait a certain amount of time, I've always jumped in into another relationship at about the 6-month mark, and you might be missing out on a really awesome breakup.
Wait, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, Jubal's such a good example of healthy relationships in this world.
I fully support you, Brittany. Stick it out. Stick to your guns.
Yeah, thanks for that. Michael, keep my phone number, and in 6 months, we can see what happens. We can still see each other at the gym, maybe.
Oh, man, that's too bad. Well, I will definitely call you in a few months.
Oh.
She said 6, not a few.
Stick to the rule.
Yeah.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Getting lots of texts in at 78592 that are kind of surprising. Everybody's saying the girl from today's second date update was just giving him a line. What? If you missed today's second date update, Michael wanted to call Brittany. They met at the gym. They hung out for a little while.
Yeah.
Then she left the date and hadn't talked to him. Well, we got her on the phone, and she said that he was amazing.
Yeah.
That she liked everything about him. That she felt a strong connection. But that she also just got out of a relationship and was giving herself a year to be single before she got back into a relationship. So she wasn't ready to date yet, and he could contact her in 6 months.
Yeah.
And maybe they could go out again.
I mean, she had been engaged, and she said it was a messy breakup and that it had been 6 months since they broken up.
Yeah.
But she did start out the description of the date saying it started as a pity date.
Yeah, she did say that. So
Weird. I believed her. I just thought, hey, she's
I did
sticking to her
too.
guns,
I thought so too, and I was like, good for her for not caving if that's what she thinks she really needs.
But that is, it's an interesting wrinkle that I didn't think of.
Me neither.
I mean, maybe we were being naive.
I don't know what to think now.
Maybe we were being naive, or maybe our listening audience is very cynical.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also
And I appreciate that. Or just the world in general is like, oh, come on. That's a line. Nobody waits that long before they get into a relationship. If they meet somebody they really like, you'll throw caution to the wind and you'll get back into a relationship. She's full of crap. She didn't like you.
Either that or it's just a really good explanation on why there's so many dysfunctional relationships out there, right?
That's true. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
The girl that's on the line to do a second date update today met the guy that she went out with at a very dirty place. That's right.
Whoa.
Bacteria infested, blood everywhere.
That's not
Creepy
normal.
old men who just can't wait to get in your mouth.
What?
I'm talking about the dentist's office.
Oh.
That's
Makes sense. They are all creepy there.
Yes, they are. That's where Andrea met the guy that she wants us to call today. Apparently, she works at a dentist's office, and that's where she met him.
Okay.
How you doing, Andrea?
I'm pretty good.
Did you ever think of your office like I just spoke about it?
Yeah, it doesn't exactly make people want to go to the dentist's office.
No, it is very...
Hygiene is very important. So
Your email said that you met this guy at work, and you work at a dentist's office. How'd you meet him?
I work as a receptionist, and he was a new patient. He came in, and when he was checking in, we were just flirting with each other. We seemed to have an instant connection.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Are you allowed to hit on patients as the receptionist?
I mean, he was hitting on me. I was just receiving it.
You were an innocent party in this, I see.
Sure, absolutely. And he was cute and stuff, so I flirted back with him.
And when he filled out his form and put his phone number down, you saved it and then called him later.
No, that's illegal, actually. So
okay.
What I did was he went in and he had his appointment, and then when he came out, usually we want to schedule you for your next appointment.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was scheduling him for his follow-up appointment, he gave me his phone number, and he said we should go out.
Oh, that's cool. So where'd you guys go?
Well, we ended up going out to dinner, and I got really dressed up. I thought I was looking really cute. And he took me to this restaurant. It was in a building that had a very, very nice view. It was a really nice restaurant. I'd never been there before.
Did you guys meet there, or did he pick you up?
He picked me up, and so, I thought we had a lovely time at dinner, and he has beautiful eyes, and he is just a smoking build. I mean, the guy works out and stuff.
I'm hoping during dinner you reminded him the whole time about his dental hygiene. Like, make sure you floss before and after this meal.
She's a receptionist there.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Well, he has a dynamite smile, too. I thought that we had great conversation during the date, and we talked about, going to concerts and stuff. We both really love movies. There was one awkward moment while we were talking about movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I don't know if that was a deal breaker, but...
Did you bring up a movie that he liked and you didn't like, and then he got super angry at you?
Well, no, he was talking about... He's a real big fan of this guy's movies, and I had never heard of him. He's like, God.
Are you trying to remember right now even who it was?
Martin, it's Martin Scorsese?
Martin Scorsese. He's a big director.
He's like one of the biggest guys in movies ever.
Ever.
Don't know anything.
Okay. Hey, I don't blame you.
Never heard of the guy.
Okay. I don't blame you for not knowing who he is.
He's like Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he's a really huge name in movies, but did your date seem put off by that you didn't know who Martin Scorsese was? I wouldn't think that'd be a huge deal.
Well, it made me feel just kind of ditzy and stupid and like kind of insecure that I didn't know who this guy was.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Maybe that's it.
You didn't pretend like you knew him, though. Like, you were honest.
Well, he kept trying to tell me his name, and I kept on trying to give it back to him, like pronouncing it over, and I don't know why. It's a tongue twister for me.
Try and say it for us right now.
Scorsese?
It's Scorsese. Martin Scorsese.
Scorsese?
No, not Stacy. Scorsese.
I'm not hearing it. I guess correctly or something. Is there a T in it?
No. There's no T. There's some names that people have trouble with no matter what. Obviously, you have trouble saying Martin Scorsese.
I guess so.
I could see how if you're going to claim to be a real movie lover and you not know these things, that it could maybe make you come off as a liar.
I know who Julia Roberts is.
Okay, there we go.
You just like different kinds of movies. So how did everything end with this guy?
We concluded the date. I mean, after dinner, we actually walked around for a little while and seemed to be okay. But the date ended with just a hug, and I haven't gotten a call back from him.
Would you have kissed him if you went in for the kiss?
Sure.
So were you disappointed that it was a hug?
Of course I'm disappointed. I told you he had a hot butt.
All right. And how long has it been since your date?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay.
All right. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
For those of you who don't know what this song is, it was a song made famous by the movie Goodfellas. A very huge movie directed by one Martin Scorbensky. Or Martin Shorshinsky. Or Martin Skormy some sashimi sushi. I don't know exactly how to say his name, but he's a very, very famous man in Hollywood. And he's the reason that Andrea, the girl who's on the phone for a second date update, thinks that she's not getting a call back today. She was out on a date with a guy named Austin. They were having fun. They brought up movies. He brought up that he's a big Martin Scorsese fan. She had never heard of Martin Scorsese and still can't figure out how to get her to pronounce his name correctly. But she thinks that he's not calling her back because he might have thought that she was kind of ditzy or whatever. Yeah. Andrea, are you ready to go?
I am.
Have you figured out how to say the name yet?
Scorsese.
No. That's a mixture between him and Patrick Swayze, who is no longer with us. Anyway, we're getting closer to you getting it correct. All right, I'm going to dial the phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone. Here we go. Hi, is Austin there?
Yeah, this is Austin.
Hey, Austin, what's up? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who's this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
I think you probably have the wrong number.
No, I don't think I do. I think I'm talking to the right guy.
No, I honestly don't know who you are. I think you've got the wrong number probably.
No, I think I have the right number. I think I really need to speak with you about something.
All right. What does a radio show need to talk to me about?
Well, it's about a date that you recently went on with one of our listeners. Her name is Andrea, and she actually emailed us asking if we could get you on the phone.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Emailed a radio station trying to get me on the phone?
Yes, it's a segment we do on our show called The Second Date Update. Andrea is wondering why you haven't been returning any of her phone calls.
Wait, so she emailed you and asked you to call me to ask me why I didn't call her back?
Yes.
Like this is something that you guys do for your listeners?
Yep, it is. It's kind of a public service for them. And it's a learning situation. You know, they get to hear what they did wrong on a date so they don't hopefully do it again.
If she really wanted you to call me?
Mm-hmm. Because she likes you. Should she know why you're not calling her back? Is it something that should be obvious to her?
I don't know. I don't think it would be obvious to her, to be honest with you, no.
Okay, well, she seemed nice when we talked to her about the date.
Oh, she's perfectly pleasant, and
Okay.
I think she's a nice girl.
Are you just not attracted to her or something?
Yeah. She's very attractive. You know, there's just, again, there was just some weird things that happened on the date that just made me not feel like we really should hang out again.
Can I tell you what she thinks it is, and you tell me if I'm right or wrong?
Sure, if you want to go ahead, that's fine.
She thinks that you're not calling her back because she didn't know who Martin Scorsese is and can't pronounce his name.
I mean, yeah, it was, honestly, it was pretty wild. All right, maybe you don't know him, but you at least know some of his movies. You know, like Gangs of New York's pretty recent, or The Departed won an Oscar. You know, at least pronounce his name right after I teach you. Come on.
Yeah, it's usually pretty easy to say a name after you've heard it.
Oh,
when
give
we
her a
talked to
break,
her,
you guys.
when we talked to her, we tried to say it to her too. She still couldn't get it.
I always,
But she thinks
I mean,
she thinks that's why you're not calling her back.
but come on,
Is
that
that the
can't
reason?
be a reason. She can't pronounce a
No,
name.
I mean, it was pretty strange, but it's not the reason.
Okay, can you tell us what the reason is then?
So, all right, so I take her to this restaurant, and it's a pretty nice restaurant. We get brought to our table, and the waitress pulls out the chair for her to sit down at the table, and she hops up on the chair, like feet on the chair, standing on the chair in the middle of the restaurant. And I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Did you say she like stood on the chair?
Yeah, like literally put her feet, like stood 3 feet over everybody who was standing, stood on the chair because she said that the view from up there was breathtaking and she needed to take a picture for Instagram. So she stood on the chair and took a picture of like the restaurant room with like some windows in the background showing the view that we could see. On her, from standing on her, like it was embarrassing. It was one of the most embarrassing things. This is an expensive restaurant we went to.
Maybe she's never been to a nice restaurant before, and she was just like shocked to be there. And
I'd be embarrassed to be there with her standing on the chairs at a McDonald's.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. I was trying to help justify it for you somehow.
I mean, it's cute. She gets excited about beautiful things.
No, and I agree. Like if Andrea had only done it once, that would have been one thing. But like, this odd Instagram behavior just kept happening and happening. For example, we're leaving the restaurant and she stops in the middle of us leaving. It's like, I really need to take a picture with this view in the background. So she like literally basically throws me her phone and runs over to the window and she gets into like this weird like yoga pose basically where she's got her leg behind her head and she's grabbing it with the other side arm and I basically am sitting on someone's table while they're eating trying to take a picture of her for Instagram doing a yoga pose in a restaurant in front of these windows. Like I said, it was weird. I don't want to go on a date with someone and be their professional Instagram photographer.
Come on. You don't want to add that to your list of job duties that you can do? Like special skills section on your resume. I'm a photographer.
Maybe if she was going to pay me for it, but the fact that I'm paying for dinner, I'm picking her up, we're going out on my dime, and I'm also her photographer for her pictures by herself. Give me a break. I don't need this in my life.
You know what else is kind of annoying?
What's that?
She's actually on the other line listening right now and wants to talk to you.
That's not funny at all.
Andrea, are you there?
I am.
Oh my God. This was
Austin,
pretty shady,
I mean,
guys.
really? Austin, you have a problem with the fact that I like taking photographs? You know, I like taking pictures of my Instagram. I have a lot of fans on there. And I'm kind of known for doing poses in different places.
I mean, that's fantastic news, but I mean, we were out on a date. I figured you could maybe focus on our date rather than your Instagram followers who you don't actually know. Like, if you're going to show some interest in someone, at least sit there and be a part of what's going on rather than thinking about, well, how can I best interact with these strangers on the internet? Like,
He has a really good point, Andrea.
People that follow me on Instagram, they like to know what I'm doing. And so, you know, I share it and stuff, and they like it.
Andrea, at one point, you handed me your phone and took my phone so that I could take a picture of you looking at a phone in front of a brick wall.
Shut up. That is not true.
Did that
Did you
really happen?
do that?
It 100% happened. It made no sense. She was looking at my phone with me taking a picture of her phone so she could post herself looking at any phone in front of a brick wall on Instagram.
Andrea.
It was a great picture. It got like 400 likes.
I'll
That's
tell
pretty
you,
good.
It got one unlike from me. I did not like taking it.
Andrea, I don't think that's the point. Like, if he spent his entire time on his phone or maybe even doing his hobby while he was on a date with you, you would have found it incredibly rude.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we talked about a lot of different things. I mean, we had a whole discussion about movies and how much we both love movies.
You're going to bring up the movies again? You're going to bring up the movies?
I thought we had a nice conversation about movies, but I guess not.
It was fine. Again, the whole thing was just fine.
Andrea, you don't see how it could be a little bit annoying that you're taking pictures every 5 seconds and making him basically your hired photographer for the evening.
Instagram is the wave of the future, and if you're not on Instagram, then you're not a part of the future. So that really sucks for you.
Oh, my God. I think you work for Instagram. This is ridiculous.
Oh, gosh.
Well, you know what, Austin, I would love to ask you this question. Would you like to go out with Andrea on a second date? We will pay for it.
Andrea, again, you're super sweet, and there's another Instagrammer out there for you. But that dude is not me.
Whatever. I get hit up by so many guys on my Instagram. I don't even need to go out on a date with you.
Oh, sweetheart.
All right.
No, it doesn't sound like you do.
No, I guess not. Andrea, thank you. I'm sorry it wasn't a successful second date update.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Before we let you go, though, do you need to take a picture of yourself on the phone doing a second date update?
You know, I never thought of that. I should totally do that.
No, you should not do that.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, my goodness.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Evan is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and he's getting ghosted by Claire. So in a second, we're going to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Evan, how long has it been since you heard from Claire?
A month, probably.
Okay, you're definitely getting ghosted then.
If it's been a whole month, why do you want to get a hold of her?
I don't know. I thought she was great. I thought, the day went well. We had a lot of fun. I really want to I just hope to get a hold of her.
Okay. Well, have you been trying to reach out to her in that month? Like, has she said anything to you at all that's giving you hope?
No, not really.
Okay.
I mean, I was trying to be cool about it. Not really. I just text her once, but then I text her again recently. I just sent her an axe throwing meme, just to call back to the date. And, yeah, nothing.
Okay, let's talk about the date then, Evan. So you guys went axe throwing?
Yeah. Yeah, it was her idea, by the way, guys. So it wasn't my crazy idea to go axe throwing.
That's super fun, though.
Yeah, I thought it was a little intense, but, cool, I guess, idea for a first date. She was definitely way better than me at the axe throwing, embarrassingly better at axe throwing. She actually, during, while we were doing this, she actually gave me tips on how to throw, which I appreciated, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, so that was pretty much the axe throwing portion. And then afterwards we grabbed some street food from a local truck, and we ate in the park. We talked for hours. It was awesome. She was hilarious. I mean,
Obviously, she destroyed me in axe throwing, but she didn't rub it in at all. I don't know. Like, I just felt like we clicked. After, we ate, I walked her back to her place, and we shared, like a kiss. It was really low-key, but it was really nice. And that was it.
So what do you think went wrong? I mean, it looks like there could be a few different options, but in your opinion, was there a moment that felt a little bit more uncomfortable than the others?
I mean, obviously, like, sometimes I'm a little bit inept socially. I don't know. I say dumb things and I don't realize it even in the moment. But I think one thing that maybe stands out is I offered to let her wear my jacket. The shirt that she was wearing was like super short. It was like a low cut, and I didn't want her to like be embarrassed or like her boobs falling out.
What?
You said that?
Well, I didn't say that, but like I was hinted or insinuated, but like, yeah, she was kind of confused, and she actually asked me if like I had a problem with what she was wearing, and I didn't, but I backpedaled on the jacket offering. I felt like she understood that I was just trying to look out for her, and like I wasn't embarrassed about what she was wearing.
I just can't imagine. Like, you're going axe throwing, right? It's probably warm in there. You're going to get even more warm. And the guy I'm on a date with offers me a jacket.
But it's also like
yeah, that would be a little.
I don't know. I mean,
that would kind of rub me the wrong way just because, like, why does it matter?
But they kissed and they hung out after the fact. So she gave him another chance.
Yeah, or she's too scared to leave the date.
Oh.
I mean, I don't think so, but I mean, I guess I could see how maybe she would stay there out of, being embarrassed to not leave. But like I said, I felt like we moved past it, but sometimes I'm terrible, clearly, about picking up on social cues.
How did you leave everything with her? What was like the last thing did you guys kiss?
Yeah, we kissed, and then I was just like, I had a lot of fun. I'll text you tomorrow, and love to see you again, obviously, and it was way better than how I'm saying it to you guys right now, but I felt like it was...
I'm sold. Okay. Well, we'll try to figure it out for you then. We'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if we can get you another date and find out where you're getting ghosted, okay?
Thank you, guys.
All right, we'll play a song, come back, get your first date follow-up next.
Hey, it's us, the Jonas Brothers, and guess what? We have some big news.
What's the news, Nick?
Huge news. We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
Pretty wide range of podcasts
starting a
out there.
trend.
But this one's extra special.
So how did we actually come up with the name Hey Jonas, guys? I honestly don't remember.
I think it was on a call about what we should call it, and
we were thinking originally calling it one of the early names of our band before Jonas Brothers.
This is how you guys remember it going down?
Yes.
I have a very different memory of this. We were talking about a bit for the podcast where people could call in and say, Hey Jonas, and then I wrote down on my little notepad, Hey Jonas, and offered it up as a potential title for the podcast. But thanks for remembering that, guys.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
You can hear it, true, but now see it. Crime Stories now available with video episodes, free in the iHeart app. Watch all your favorite podcasts, full episodes, start to finish, gavel to gavel, soup to nuts, all in the free iHeart app. You can also watch all your other favorite podcasts like Hey Jonas, Las Culturistas, Post Run High, and so many more. Hear the voices you know. Now see them and see the moments you've missed. Open the iHeartRadio app, search video podcasts and crime stories, and then just tap watch. I'll see you on video, friend.
Mainstream media is full of cruel depictions of the unhoused, stories that shame and blame and paint the unhoused as a monolith. We the Unhoused is the podcast that's changing that. I'm Theo Henderson, creator and host, and for years I've created a space where the unhoused and their advocates can tell their own stories. In the last few months alone, I've interviewed unhoused parents, immigrants, mutual aid organizers, veterans, the LGBTQIA+ community, and the policymakers who make the laws that impact the unhoused existence. We the In-House is a 2-time Webby and Signal Award-winning show with many exciting guests on the horizon. Tune in this week for my interview with Dr. Jill Wicherick, a street doctor turned influencer whose work with the unhoused community has made a huge impact online and in her community. Listen to We the In-House on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Keith Giamanco seemed like a mild-mannered suburban dad, but secretly, he became someone else, a master of disguise who went on a crime spree. At the time, did it seem like a crazy idea?
It seemed very crazy, but I felt so desperate that I felt it was the quickest, easiest way out.
Did you allow yourself to think about how it could go wrong and what that might look like?
No, I didn't want to manifest that. I was trying to manifest success.
Every family has its secrets. But what happens when you discover that your dad has been living a double life?
That is not the look of an innocent man. This is going to change my life and my family dynamic forever, because everything that had existed prior in my reality is now untrue.
Listen to Deep Cover The Family Man on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
If you're just joining us for today's First Date Follow-Up, Evan is on the phone and he's getting ghosted by Claire. So we're about to call her and see if she'll tell us why she's ghosting him and maybe get him another date. But first, Evan, why don't you kind of recap things for us real quick?
Yeah, so I went out with Claire. We had a great day. We went axe throwing. We went out, had street food afterwards. We talked for hours, ended on a kiss. Everything felt good, but I haven't talked to her in a month. I've tried texting her a few times and got nothing back.
All right. You ready for us to call her?
Yes.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Claire?
Hi, yes, this is Claire.
Hey, Claire, what's up? This is the Jubal Show. It's a radio show.
Yeah, hi, Claire. I'm Nina. I'm Victoria.
And I'm Jubal. What's up? How are you?
Oh, hi, guys. I had no idea people actually did this.
Yeah, they do. How's it going?
Good. How are you all?
I'm good. Do you listen to the show?
I do, yeah, on the way to work.
Great. Have you ever heard a First Date Follow-Up before?
I have, yes.
Well, guess what, Claire? Congratulations. You're ghosting somebody, and they emailed us to get a hold of you.
Yay!
Oh, my God. Is this about Evan?
Yes.
Wow, she knew
You already
right
know.
away.
Yes, it is. It's about Evan. He said he really liked you, but can't figure out why you're not calling him back. So would you mind telling us?
Yeah, I just think Evan's a really great guy, but the date was weird.
Okay.
It was weird? How so?
Every time he'd throw an axe, because we went axe throwing, he'd scream out someone that he hated.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was laughing along, and I thought it was funny at first, because he would he'd yell zombies or a name of a serial killer.
Okay.
Yeah, it was okay, this is dark, kind of a dark sense of humor, though, can be hot, and I was just rolling with it.
Zombies! And then it started to become real people?
Yeah, it got more personal on his side because, it was people from his elementary school, his third grade coach.
What?
How do you know that? Did he tell you that it is third grade coach and then threw it?
Yeah, I was who's that? He was oh, my third grade soccer coach.
Okay, that's a little murderous, I guess.
Grudge much?
Yeah, I got creepy.
And so that turned you off, I guess, that he was fantasizing about throwing axes into those people's heads. Other parts of their body, I don't know.
Grudges about people from their elementary school.
I guess I could see why that'd be disturbing.
Yeah, me too. Did you say anything to him about it or ask him? How often do you think about throwing axes at my third grade coach.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely addressed it. I was like, this just keeps going, you know. He named Craig from the gym. And it's like turning people in his life. Another thing is he threw me an axe throwing meme, unintended. Like, I'm like almost thinking I'm on his hit list now.
Oh, no.
Oh, he did tell us that he sent you an axe throwing me.
I guess I would take it that way, too.
Hey, Claire, not to freak you out too much, but Evan is actually on the phone listening and wants to talk to you.
Yeah. And so, like, wait, so that's why you're ghosting me? I was like, I was just blowing off steam. It wasn't that serious.
Oh, hey, Evan. So, yeah, you're blowing off steam by shouting about like 15 people and how you know, just really were getting into it. I mean, that wasn't just blowing off steam. You were in your own therapy session.
I don't know if that's even is that therapy?
First date, come to therapy with me.
Yeah.
It was all good fun. Come on. Like, I was just messing around. It wasn't like I wasn't actually thinking about these people. I was just saying their names. It's not a big deal.
I mean, messing around is one thing, but you had an axe in your hand, both screaming about your childhood enemies and a local guy at the gym. And I mean, it's just like, come on, that's intense. No thanks. Sorry.
Come on, like, you haven't fantasized about throwing an axe at somebody and like from your life? Like, come on. It's just like I was just blowing off steam. It's not like I was serious.
Oh, that was an interesting fantasy.
No, I haven't fantasized about this.
Well, Claire, would you like another date with Evan? We'll pay for it.
You know, I just don't think so. Like, I'm all for fun and games, but I need someone who's just a little bit more, I guess, like emotionally stable.
Emotionally stable. I am emotionally stable. Okay.
Well, Evan, I'm sorry, man. You didn't get another date.
That's fine. I don't even want one. Like, why? She's taking it too seriously. Whatever. Not a big deal.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, sorry, man. And thanks for your time, Claire.
Thank you all. Take care.
It was her stupid idea to go on that stupid date anyway.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
I'm going axe throwing. Thanks for nothing.
Okay.
Okay.
Jubal's first date follow-up.
Hey guys, it's us, the Jonas Brothers. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Nick. And guess what? We created our own podcast called Hey Jonas.
We invented a podcast?
Well, we didn't invent it. We just contributed to it.
We're the first people to do podcasts.
We get to ask other people questions because we're sick and tired of being asked questions.
Well, sick and tired is a strong way to put it, but, you know.
Tired and sick.
Tired and sick.
Listen to Hey Jonas on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen. We don't care where you hear it.
Hey everyone, this is Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from Two Teas in a Pod. There's been one scandal that's consumed our lives these last couple of months. We're recapping the 3-part Summer House reunion, and as always, we're being brutally honest. We're dissecting timelines, receipts, blind items, and previous episodes.
Amanda and Wes, watch out. We're not going to be easy on you. Listen to Two Teas in a Pod on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed Human.